Hey YouTube, so let's try to solve today's leetcode problem. The question is number of strings, substrings containing all three characters. Now given a string as consisting only of characters A, B, C, return the number of substrings containing at least one occurrence of all these characters A, B, and C. So if we take a look at this one example, ABC, ABC, that means first three are substring, that will count it again, and then if we move forward with the right pointer, like intuition tells me that it's a 2 pointer, right? Because we keep moving to the right and then figure out the count. So we will just add one to the count and we will display the end result. So we will return the count, but one thing to note is we already got ABC, but at the end we also have ABC here, and they're also considering that again. So it's not a unique substrings, it can be anything, but the only caveat is they need at least one occurrence of ABC. Okay, and let's see here. So if you go, so we already know substring is like continuous string, like it should be present continuously. We cannot really break it, so maybe like yeah, I had solved this kind of problem before, but again the counter, I was thinking if we can use collection counter and just mm, make sure that count is greater than equal to 1, but if it's continuous substring, that means we can use it, but we need to use it. Okay, I missed to start my time. So yeah, if I am doing brute forcely, it would be like 2 for loops. One would be outer, one would be inner, and then outer loop would be like a left and inner loop would be on the right. But again, both of them will have a time complexity. Sorry, that one have a time complexity of n square because we are using 2 loops. Even though we will start in a loop plus 2 because we know the minimum length of the string is less than equal to 3, so we won't want to avoid that. We don't want to go with what we are thinking, but what we want to do is we can take what I was telling, the 2 pointer left and right, and we will consider every other possibilities. One thing to note is, like if we look for ABC, like if we came up with ABC, right, substring, what's interesting is ABCA is also a valid answer, ABCAB is also a valid answer, and again if we whole as in whole is also a valid answer. So once we get a valid substring, that means all the consecutive characters, no matter what we, if we add it, that will get count. So that just tells me if we have something about it. So if we reach at point C and then we consider all the other, then it would be just length of S minus wherever we are at that index of C. So that just brings our problem to an easy level, right? Let's just start. So first would be, let's start with left pointer. Count would be initializing to 0. Let's have a mapping which will have A as in 0 at first, B as in, like it is much easier as it is only 3 letters we need to keep track of, so it just makes the getting and writing much easier, like programmatically. But yeah, so we have defined that. Now we want to take for loop and we will go for right, and we will want to go till the end. So this is the end for loop, and whenever we encounter character on that R index, that means we want to increase the frequency for that. So for right now we are at A, and then we will be moving forward to B, and then we will be moving forward to C. Now at point C, we know that it is satisfying our condition of at least one occurrence of all these characters A, B, C, right? So for that we can have this for loop where we will check if it's there, and similarly for two characters, right? So A, B, and C. Now if this condition is satisfied, that means we want to increment our count. Now we don't want to do +1 because we already went through that. Any subsequent character added to that valid substring is also valid. So we can do is total length minus, where are we? We are at C, so it's an R index right now. Yep. And now what we want to do is we want to increase our left pointer. So for that we can do this, and we also want to decrease our frequency, because we are now moving forward to the previous L. So it is L, so we will decrease the frequency for that because we have moved forward. And I think that's it. We are at the end. Let's try it. Yep. So there you have it. So it was a fun task. I hope you enjoy my solution. See you in the next one.